The following is a production of Learfield Sports.
Some encouraging signs against second-ranked North Dakota this past weekend. I'm Brian Posick, the radio voice for Badger hockey. Yes, Wisconsin's winless this season, but some baby steps taking during the home opening series. We'll talk more about that with the Badgers head coach Mike Eaves on the Badger Hockey Digest in just a moment.
Now the Badgers, Zelenik with it, finds a man. Here's Chase Drake, left circle, shoots and scores! For the first time this season, the Wisconsin Badgers have the lead. Badgers the other way. Here's Bessie now. High slot. Shoots. Scores! First goal of the season for Grant Bessie, leading the team in shots on goal. They need him to put the puck away, and he did here with two defensemen right by him. He beats McIntyre glove side. We're tied at 1.
The Badger Hockey Digest is brought to you by Charter Communications.
Get 2 free tickets to Disney's Big Hero 6 when you add a line with U.S. Cellular.
Hello, I am Baymax.
Oh, hey, Baymax.
I am detecting an increase in heart rate.
Well, yeah, if you could just scoot over a smidge, I can go ahead.
I will scan you now.
Wait, I have to tell viewers how to get 2 free tickets to your...
Scan complete. Diagnosis? Excited.
Never mind. Anyone who adds a line with U.S. Cellular gets 2 free tickets to Big Hero 6 and network coverage that works where others don't. Big Hero 6, in theaters November 7th.
Hello. I mean, goodbye.
With the Badgers head coach Mike Eaves, I'm Brian Posick, the radio voice of Wisconsin hockey. Badgers idle again this weekend. We'll be back at it in Colorado in a couple of weeks. But Mike, this past weekend against second-ranked North Dakota, you went toe-to-toe with one of the best teams in the country. And I look at things, some encouraging signs from your hockey club this past weekend here at the Kohl Center.
I think if people take a look at the score, they'll see 4-3. Well, it was a close game on Friday night and then 5-1 on Saturday. And actually, we were in a better position to win the game Saturday than Friday. We relied heavily on Joel Rumpel to keep the game close on Friday. But on Saturday, halfway through the third period, we were right there. Scoring chances were about even. We played much harder. We actually earned a chance to win that game, which was very encouraging. Our power play stepped up and gave us energy. We had quality chance. Our penalty killers killed off 7 minutes in penalties, and we were more physical. We just did better things all over the ice, and so it was interesting. Coach Axel after the game said, "You guys deserve better tonight," and that's a compliment you can take and put in the moral bank as a victory. But we still haven't earned that first win yet, but we're getting closer to doing the things that we need to do to get that.
Yeah, I spoke with North Dakota's head coach Dave Haxtell prior to both games, and he told me, unsolicited on Friday and then Saturday, fans need to be patient. He can see the talent level that you have here. And
that's a good thing. As a matter of fact, yesterday I ran into a woman and I just love the way your kids play. They play with energy and they can skate. And, if the people are seeing that and they know that they're working hard, then I think they can be patient with us. If they're not working hard or they don't see some of the ability that they have, then we as a coaching staff, we need to get some more weight put on us. But they see that, and I think it's going to come.
Yeah, one young man we know has ability is Grant Bessie. He scored the lone goal on Saturday. He can skate, he can shoot, he's improving as a hockey player too. But you do need more from him and everybody on the roster.
Everybody. I mean, Joseph LeBate hasn't scored yet, but he had scoring chances on Saturday. Jed Solway got off the goose egg by getting a goal. So, it's just a matter of time. And we've talked about this, Brian. We have a quote that's on the back of our workout T-shirts that says, "Earn, never given." And we're still in that earning part. We have to earn the right to win games, but we're heading there, and we'll get there soon.
All right, so you play North Dakota well enough to win both nights, really, no matter the score. A moral victory, a morale victory?
Well, again, Andy Baggett asked that same question after Friday night. Is there such a thing as moral victories? And, I guess there's two sides of that coin. As a fan, you look at the wins and loss. As coaching staff, we have a broader perspective because we know what we're doing on a day-to-day basis and whom we're working with. So we're encouraged. I don't know if that's the same as a moral victory, but we're encouraged by what we see. And I think the guys see that too. We're able to show them video like here's before, here's after. We're going in the right direction. And these are the little things that we need to do in order to earn victories. We're doing more of those now. And, we got another bye week here. So we'll go back to this week and pound at it against each other and get better. And then head out to Colorado to play CC in Denver.
All right. Well, I've got a follow-up to the question I just asked Mike, and we'll have that for you in just a moment here on the Badger Hockey Digest.
We'll be making a traditional octopus salad, drizzled with some olive oil and topped with a dash of salt and pepper.
It's funny how seeing a clearer picture can lead you to see the bigger one. Get the most HD channels and the fastest internet on the most advanced fiber network. Charter Spectrum. Where will it take you?
Some call it a miracle. Others call it science. But for those who've needed a kidney transplant like Kelly Krager, they simply call it a new lease on life. For nearly 5 decades, UW Health and the University of Wisconsin have been national leaders in the field of kidney transplant, providing a new life for recipients and assuring a normal life for living donors. Miracle? Science? Maybe it's a little bit of both. UW Health. Remarkable.
In our previous segment, we were talking about a moral victory or morale victory against North Dakota. All right, maybe better put, did your team gain confidence from the way it played against North Dakota? Because you and I spoke about confidence during both of your pregame shows on the radio network.
Well, it's interesting, going in the locker room after a game which you've lost, these young men and the coaching staff, we're competitive by nature. And so there's a rush of disappointment that's first met when you walk into the locker room. But in saying that, I said to the kids, right now I want to swear. I just want to swear. Because
you can't do that here, though, right now.
Well, I didn't swear. I said I wanted to. But because of the fact that we did so many better things and we weren't rewarded. But at the same time, recognize the good things we did. And to your point about this confidence issue, I think we were a step closer to having that confidence solidified by the way we played. So, again, we go back to this week, we work hard in practice, we feel good about ourselves, and then we get in the games out in Colorado, and hopefully we solidify it to a higher degree.
All right, a couple of more questions about individuals. Eddie Whitko, your junior defenseman, suffered a hand injury, a finger injury in the series opener against North Dakota. Any idea how long he might be out?
It'll be into December for sure, whether he gets back early enough for our last couple games of series against Penn State or the under-18 team will be determined. But, it's funny watching that, not funny, but ironic, like when he went to block the shot, he actually moved his hand like a goalie, like, no, he's got the gloves on, let him catch that thing. But it was unfortunate. I think the good news is, as opposed to Mark Zangerli, he doesn't need to have a plate put in there.
Good.
So that's a good thing because you don't want to insult the body with surgery if you don't have to. So disappointing for Eddie, but on backside, now we got a young freshman that they're going to get more experience, and so we'll be a stronger core once Eddie gets back because the experience our younger defensemen are going to get.
Yeah, 3 freshmen on the blue line, Jack Doherty and Jake Linhart, the young man from Brookfield, and then Tim Davison returned from a concussion he suffered against Anchorage, and we see the skill level that he has, and actually he stepped in there, took a hit like in the first shift, and you knew, and I think he probably knew, okay, all right, I'm okay. As a
matter of fact, I have that clip today for the guys in the video, like, welcome back to me, because he just got knocked right on his fanny. But, then you got Keegan Ford. That's four freshmen
there you go.
that, are playing for the first time. And it's a great opportunity for them to gain experience.
Yep. I don't see as many gray hairs, though.
That's not the end of the year, Brian. We should take a shot now and then a shot at the end of the year.
So you do have practice coming up for another week, 2 weeks or so. Yeah. And I know we were talking on a radio postgame show, too, and I wanted people to understand you look forward to this because you're teaching. People hear coaching, but when you say teaching, I think it's a whole different level there.
Well, it's about the fundamentals, the building blocks. We talk about playing systems, but we can't do those systems unless we have the skills to do those systems and the understanding. And so we're back to doing that. Again, the nice thing is when we watch video, we can show them, look, we're better here. We're doing this more often. Our technique is better. And by having that kind of growth, we're moving in the right direction. Again, I hate to say this because I sound redundant, but we're going to be earning our victories because we're doing the right things.
All right, the Badgers again idle until, the second last weekend in November when they go up to Colorado Springs to play CC and then Denver the following night. We'll talk more about that the next time we get together. Mike, thanks for your time. Have a good week.
Yes.
That's Badgers head coach Mike Eaves. My thanks to Jay Williams. I'm Brian Posick. Thanks for watching the Badger Hockey Digest.